The Metal Gear Solid series has some powerful messages that can change your life. Today, I want to share the final message, and one that you might have missed and you probably never heard before. And I also want to direct you into the thought process that I had when I listened to it. Hideo Kojima is the creator of the Metal Gear series, and he's always talked about having deep messages and purposeful experiences for the players. What I'm talking about is from the gameplay to the story, mechanics, all leading up to the core message that will touch your heart and hopefully inspire you. A lot of his games, or all of his games, are anti-war and trying to teach you to go live the best life you can. And a lot of people miss that because the series is so much fun and it has, fun boss fights, exciting, interesting gameplay, very cool story, and more. But today I want to take you through a character story and the big message that is not just the message that the character says, it's Hideo Kojima speaking directly to you. Before we do that, I want to kind of take you through the experience. I want you to think about this. Hideo Kojima knew he was on his final Metal Gear game. He wrote a story about a phantom, which represents us, and it makes it so that you get to create what Big Boss, the main character of the franchise, really is. And throughout the game, everything you do or don't do defines who Big Boss really is. You are him and he is you. And it's a powerful message. And it is very, very important to know that empowerment was very key to the story, but also to us after 35, 40 years of the Metal Gear series. And with that in mind, the second part, which was interpretation. What does that mean? Your interpretation is real only to you. And this series really culminates with that topic heavily. And in this deep dive where I showcase, and this time I'm not going to be speaking much and I'll just let the audio play for itself, we're going to study one character you might have missed the impact and the importance of. But they basically showcase what Kojima wanted to send as a deep message for the Phantom Pain. Interpretation might not be real. And so this character's name is Paz, and she has a very powerful story about acting like a young girl, but really she was a spy. Her story is more tragic than you can know. She was trained her whole life as a kid to become a spy. She was tortured, and they basically did all types of things to make sure she was ready for her missions in the future. By the time she meets Snake, he thinks she's a little girl who wants peace. But in reality, she's there to destroy him because that was the mission that they sent her on. Now, she is a child of war, unfortunately, and this is not something that she would have chose on her own, but the influence of the actual bad guys, the Patriots, controlled her and forced her into this. Then from there, she fought Snake and ended up getting caught. And in that capture, there was some devastating situations where they planted bombs inside of her. You do rescue her and you get into the helicopter to escape with her, but you find out she has these bombs in her. And that's what happens in Ground Zeroes, and it explodes. But the problem is the Phantom Pain teaches you that interpretation is tricky. And the Phantom Pain takes you through the experiences of Paz and yourself. What is real and what is not, and what matters in the series. So today I'm going to let you listen to some audios, and then I'll break some things down you go. Just imagine you, the Phantom, the main character, going through the series leading up to this point and having this young person who you tried to save show up later on after you had brain damage, after you've been through all this trauma, and now you are in the facility where they're trying to rescue her. We're gonna watch some pieces of this.
Snake?
Paz.
That's right. It's her.
What about the bomb?
We were able to remove the explosives. Both of them.
Bomb!
No, it's okay.
There's another in my...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Something's not right. Check her again. Boss?
Bomb, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
It's okay. The other bomb, we managed it.
She hit the water hard, and somehow she managed to survive. Anyway, the shock triggered some kind of amnesia.
Snake? Where is Professor Galvez?
You mean?
Yeah, she still thinks it's 1974. She's got no memory of anything before that either. Cypher, the KGB, nothing.
It looks to be a kind of dissociative disorder. Dissociative amnesia, where memories are blocked out to protect the mind, and dissociative identity disorder, the whole personality changes. What we're seeing seems to be a combination of the two. She truly believes she's nothing more than a student living in 1974.
Peace Day was a lot of fun. I hope we can do it again.
She doesn't respond to anything that conflicts with her internal timeline. Doctor's pretty sure she's not faking it. If she had her memory, just think what she could tell us about Cypher. The photo is from that guy you brought back the other day, from the old crew. I thought it might jog her memory, but no luck. Anything else you can show her?
Do you have something to show me, Snake?
I give up. She's all yours.
that something to show me, Snake? This photo. It is from the other day, right? I like it a lot. I look kind of silly, but it's got a peaceful feel to it. Peace Day was a lot of fun. Everyone cheered at the end, even though I missed a few high notes. We should have more events like that, Snake. I'm sorry, Snake. My head hurts. Could you let me rest?
The psychological effects that war has on all of us, mentally, emotionally, physically, is very real. And Paz is one of the most defining characters that represent exactly what Kojima's messages throughout the series was. Do not believe what your eyes see. And is she hallucinating, or is it real? Are you hallucinating on what happened? These are the questions that came to my mind when we played Ground Zeroes and the bomb exploded. We have all these issues and situations with our no arm. We have the shrapnel in our head, but somehow they took out both bombs, is what was stated. So there's a confusion within the real story and all of these different parts that are being said. And that's where the mind game of interpretation for this series and for this specific game is very heavy. On top of that, how things played out for real is always an illusion of reality. When it comes to Big Boss, Solid Snake, and Raiden, the supposed heroes, you go back into the history, they actually were the villains because they did terrible things. In Metal Gear Solid, Solid Snake was the one who went out there and assassinated all of so-called bad guys, but really, he's killing the people who want to stop the bad guy, as well as he's the one who activated the Metal Gear Rex. Okay, so he has been playing the role, thinking he's a hero, but destroying everything. And then you go into part 2, where Raiden as well is working through his missions, but it's a simulation to be able to have better information on information control, psychological, and the actual information needed on how to simulate that. And in part 3, Big Boss ends up taking out the boss and doing all those things leading up to helping create the Patriots, basically. So every single game, you are pretty much playing a bad guy for the whole game. And what's odd is a lot of us don't even know that. Casual fans won't even see the true story about how war is bad, and you're only adding fuel to fire. And the effects of it are traumatizing to the point where, an example, Paz having dissociative memory and all of the other social psychological elements that's messing with her, where she can't even connect reality at all. And this example only gets even more enhanced with the next part, where Big Boss goes to visit her once again. And this is something you can miss in this game, but there's plenty of story that you can do to unlock every single cutscene and get this final ending. Let's watch together.
Stay away!
Paz!
Bomb! There's another! day never came. Every morning I wake up expecting it to come, but it is always 3 days away. That cannot be it. I have not woken up at all. It is just a dream. It is all a dream. I am in it, and you are in it too. I am the dreamer, but you are having my dream. Do you get it now? You do, don't you? Peace Day never came. With 3 days left, I followed my orders from Cypher and launched the operation. I hijacked Zeke. I fought Snake. I lost and was thrown into the ocean. I survived, but I was captured by Cypher. How happy I would have been if they had let me die then and there. But wishes do not come true. We just cling on to our dreams, our phantoms, mine and yours. But I think this one is coming to an end. After all, you have figured it out now. You can kill Skullface, murder Huey, slaughter Zero, burn the whole world down, and it still won't bring me back. Me, or any of the dead. And that was our business. War. We bought our daily bread with money paid to us for killing. Maybe us getting killed was just balancing the scales. You know, Mother Base was never the heaven we wanted it to be, but I was still happy to have lived with everyone there. It was such a short time, such a hypocritical peace. But while I was on Mother Base, I was happy. So, I hope I am not the only one who looks back on those days with happiness. There is more to remember than hatred and rage. But of course, this is you thinking that I should think that. It is no mystery now. I am just a phantom, a fragment of the mind you have lost. The real me died a long time ago. But even so, more so, I can tell what you are really feeling. The real emotion that is locked away at the bottom of your heart. Let it fly out. Let it guide you. Live. I think it is my job to tell you that. That is why I exist. So this tape is the last one. Once you are done listening to it, I am one phantom limb that will be gone for good. My flesh, my bones, joining the silt on the ocean floor. But do not forget, as long as you remember me, I will always live within you. Not a phantom limb or a phantom anything, as part of your heart. I will always be your angel of peace. So I know exactly how to finish. Say peace.
Yeah. I'm recording this live, so wanted to share my feelings about it. Hideo Kojima's last message was that right there to his fans. You maybe missed it, you maybe didn't see, but it's a metaphor for him leaving Metal Gear and Konami, metaphor for the series and the stress of war and the anti-war message. Oz was trying to do everything to protect Snake. She was traumatized by everything that happened to her. She's trying to take the bomb out in this situation, but to protect you, she's harming herself. And that's what happens, you know, in the game as well. To protect the world, you end up doing all these crazy things. And the truth is, this is all an illusion because Snake is just imagining all. It's not real. or at least not real to those who don't care about the series and haven't really put their heart and soul into it like I have. And so when you're listening to Big Boss read or listen to Paz's final message, and he's waking up to the butterfly and to realizing that that room that they were in and every interaction with Paz was his illusion and was not really happening. He's standing there in the middle of nowhere, waking up to the reality that he was hallucinating all of this. Maybe he wasn't. Question is yours to find the peace within that. And that's why it's such a beautiful farewell, because the butterfly went from a caterpillar to a butterfly and ends up in your hands. And there's deeper messages in the actual script, as Paz explains about Peace Day, wanting it to come, but it never came. But how they were caught in this dream, and how she's dreaming of you, but you're dreaming of her, and how this trap element is causing trouble. And Kojima talks about how, you know, the struggles we went through following Cypher's orders in Snake Eater, or fighting Snake. In pretty much every game, you're fighting a version of Snake. In the end, you lost everything. And these are the words that she says that I'm using, but I just wanted to kind of share this. And I want to share some of the quotes in this. We hold on to dreams. We create phantoms because letting go hurts too much. And the story continues, which I'm going to add some extra better visuals for you guys. We hold on to dreams. You create phantoms because it's too hard to let go. Yet pain is not something we can outrun. And it continues. The people we've lost remain with us, not as chains, but as reminders of what matters. We cannot live forever in yesterday. We cannot wait endlessly for Peace Day has already passed us by. Dream must end. And when it does, we have to keep moving forward. Not for revenge, not for guilt, for the future of those we love we never reach. And there's so much more in her messages and her full deep dive, but just from that right there, this is the true ending of the Phantom Pain and the final message from Kojima. And something that really means a lot to me, because he always puts in these deeper conversations directly for us in all of the games. I play the games with him speaking to me directly, and the power of his messages have always been inspirational. And this last one was so artistically beautifully done, especially when he was parting ways with the series, and the way that he used Phantom Pain to create a different reality choice, whether you get to accept what is or create your own version. And that's the beauty of that final game, and that pause scene explains all of that. Hopefully this deep dive went into it. A couple of my tears, a little emotional. I haven't watched that in a while, and it really is impactful to me at the time when Kojima was leaving Konami and leaving that message as his farewell. It was a very powerful time, and it's still impactful in different ways for the series. Hopefully it inspires you. Let me know what you think or you feel about this. Recorded this while I was streaming. I felt like, why not? Hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all on the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment to show love and support. Peace.